This conference will
Hello
now
guys.
be recorded.
Hello guys. A very good evening to all. Nice meeting with you. Okay. So this is Shari from Hyderabad. So I'm working as a real-time employee. I have overall 14 years of real-time experience. So I worked into various technologies like Java, .NET. So after that I shifted to Android mobile application development. So I'm continuing as an architect. Uh, so I used to go through the requirement and kind of techniques or what kind of technology we need to use, what kind of application we need to implement. So kind of for customer requirement, we are providing the services, software services. So that is my role in job. As a part time, like every day 9 p.m. I'm taking a session for Durga sir. Okay, so this is a part time job. Right. So today I'm going to be here to present you what is Android. Okay, so how we are going to be implement Android mobile application development. So to implement that mobile applications are Android applications. So what are all the subject we require? So what are all in real time we are going to use? Okay, so what are all we are going to be discuss? So I am going to be provide you the overview. Okay, so that is the reason. But before that, I would like to request you guys because institute they are unable to track your data. So because of GoToMeeting link, requesting you to so please uh, provide your email ID as well as mobile number. So I'm promising you your data cannot be misused. So I will share it with the Durgasoft in front of you only. So they'll just call you about the feedback. If you are really interested, you can ask more details with the Durgasoft. So if your email ID registered, okay, then every day whatever the uh, thing like videos, okay, all the things they are going to be shared every day. That's the reason I am requesting. So don't worry, Manish. I am going to be make you everything clear. Don't worry. No worry. So we don't need much Java about this. So if you are aware about object-oriented concepts, that's enough for me. I am going to be let you know what are all required. Okay, don't worry. Let me start that. So before that, I am requesting you to. So as I told, please share your email ID and mobile number. So I'll share with the Durga sir so that they will be in touch with you. So to gather feedback about me or course and anything you require, they will provide you the full information. That's the because I'll take care up to this one only, technical stuff. Remaining all the stuff, they will take care. Okay. So at any point of time, please on or before please try to provide your details. Okay. So hope you are all able to see my screen. I'm going to be introduced. Let's go. Someone, yeah, it's good. So definitely, I'm promising you this data cannot be misused. Okay, so don't worry about your data. Right. So hope you are able to see some notepad. Along with that, I have prepared a PPT in the PDF format I have opened. So what we are doing here, we are the overview. What we are learning today is Android application development using Java technology. So just now someone asked me what are the requirements we need. So let me go through one by one. Okay, but before going that, so I will tell you technically what is Android. So I'll make you understand it. So what is this Android? Why we are going to be learning? See, basically in general terminology. So I'm a normal user, not a developer. So if I tell Android, everybody they can understand okay, it's a mobile operating system, right? So everybody in general, everybody nowadays, so everybody they are purchasing smartphones. So most of the people they are purchasing Android mobile. So if I say Android, then they will say okay, it is a mobile operating system. Okay, so this is normal thing. But secondary, as part of development, what I can say, it's a software stack for Android application development. Sorry, sometimes some spelling mistakes are happening. Application development. So here it's a software stack I said, but there I have written Android application development. So I will go in depth actually. So first, what is a software stack? So in basic terminology, software stack, or in technically we can call it as, it's a framework. Okay, it's a framework. I think many of the times you have listened about SDK, software development kit. So whatever the Android application we are going to be developed, so that application we are going to be implement with the help of Android SDK, software development kit. So like kit, you know the meaning of general meaning of kit, right? Kit contains some tools where we are able to work with that to achieve your target. So the similar way, framework is nothing but, I'm going to be teach you here. So 90% code is implemented. 90% code is implemented for. So rest of the things, whatever the 10%, as per your requirement, you are going to be make it like a as per your requirement. Okay. So or else this framework, I can say in general. So it's a plan with semi implementation. Okay. So if I say like this, so it is a plan with semi implementation. We can say. Okay. So if I know about Android SDK, then I can able to design Android application development. So what kind of applications you are going to be generate? Okay, Android is facilitating. Okay, so different kind of application development. First, you are able to develop an application for mobile phones. Second one, in the market nowadays we are getting number of smartwatches from MI, OnePlus, right? So many brands, Samsung, Sony, whatever the brands are available for the smartwatches. For those brands, even those watches are nowadays they are releasing with the Android operating system. Okay, along with that, automotive. So I think you are aware about automotive. Automotive in the sense, it is nothing but most of you people, you guys are using cars. You have your own cars. In that, infotainment device will be there. So most of the car infotainment systems have Android operating system oriented, or Linux operating system oriented. Of course, Linux is new introduced into the market, but Android operating system related infotainment mostly in the Hyundai, LG. Those are all the automotive products they are providing. So most of the cars, whatever you have, even you have luxury cars onwards, basic cars also they have automotive infotainment domain. Okay, so that automotive infotainment domain applications also we are going to be implement. So you will get a chance if you learn this Android SDK, any of the companies they will recruit for you. Okay, so either it should be automotive, either it should be smartwatches companies or mobile application development companies, anything it may take you. And I forgot one important thing. So nowadays we are very huge market is there for this smart TVs, Android smart TVs, right? So you no need to worry about to communicate with the Sun Direct, Tata Sky, not required. Just get the Android smart TV, connect with your internet. What is your application you would like to install? Starting from YouTube onwards, Netflix, Amazon, whatever you want. Just pay your monthly subscription, unlimited entertainment you are getting. So in next future, how we are going to be handle smart TV like a mobile, like even our kids can play with the smart TV, because in the nearest future we are going to be implement many kind of applications for that, which will be helpful, which will reduce our work still. Okay, so this kind of applications we are going to be generate if you learn about Android SDK. The overall thing is here, you have to learn Android SDK. That is only the concept. Okay, if I would like to learn Android SDK, so then what I have to do? I forgot one thing here. So this plan, whatever the semi implementation they are telling Android SDK, that you will get it like a jar file, external jar file. Okay, so that jar file, when you create an application, automatically it will be there. Okay, so using that jar file, you are going to be start implementing your applications. Fine. Next, if I would like to learn Android application development, so here I have some history. Just I will just go through that. So instead of writing in that, I have prepared a PPT. See here, if I would like to learn Android, so what are the Java requirements? So because we are learning Android with the Java, but we got one more thing, Android with Kotlin. So Kotlin is nothing but it is related to JavaScript. Okay, but the performance wise, if you compare, so always Java is the best one. You can search in the Google also, always with the performance wise and whatever the features, customization purpose, every side you will have the Java is the best always, because of Java products are having that much huge market. Okay, so what are the things you would like to know in the Java? Right. So how to install and set up Java, that I am going to be teach to you, don't worry. Basic programming concepts like object oriented concepts, how to create a class, how to create a object, what is abstraction, what is encapsulation, what is inheritance, what is interface. That's enough. Okay, so inheritance, interface, class, object, abstraction. So these five things we are going to be used regularly. So if you know what are those syntax, that's enough for me, because I'm not going to be write Java code here. I'm not going to be write Java code. What code I am going to be write? Android code. But that Android library, whatever it is providing for me, right? Number of classes, number of objects. How can I access that? How can I use that? That that's enough for us. And next, if how can I handle an exception? So how can I handle an error? If you know the difference between error and exception, how to handle that? Try catch block, switch case loops, performance oriented like avoid writing unnecessary objects kind of thing. So that I will include in my part. Like in our Android development, we are going to. And what is inner class? What is constructor? Like inner class means a class we are going to be created inside another class. What is constructor? If a class I have created, for that relevant with the class name, I am going to be create a method for execution purpose, because JVM need constructor to execute. If you don't write, it will create. If you write, then it won't create. Simple. So what are advanced concepts like Java IO concepts, okay, threads, collections framework. Collections means what is our list. If you know hash map, linked hash map, hash rate, if you know. But we maximum we will go with array list only. Or some cases we are go with linked hash map, hash map. If you know general basics, other than that nothing. Okay. So the most important thing is object oriented concepts. Other than that nothing is. Okay. Next, what are the Android requirements? So if I would like to learn Android, so what are all I need to learn? What are all I have to get it? Okay. So again, I am requesting you to please provide your details. Only I am able to see one person. So requesting you to please provide as soon as possible. Okay. Right. See, Android information you can find from Android developer website. Okay. So it's an official website which was maintained by Google. Okay, because Google is a vendor. So here you will find entire data. So any new feature is available, any new software they are going to be provide. So that information they are going to be show you. Okay, if I would like to implement Android, I need to download Android Studio IDE. So what is Android Studio IDE? Where see I can able to create my application by writing XML language and by writing backend logic. Okay, I will make you understand. So here what is the important thing to implement your Android application? Android Studio IDE, integrated development environment. So without that you can't do that. Okay, JVM is required for us. Along with that, Android Studio. So Android Studio, you can download it for free of cost. We are going to be download it for free of cost. See here, you will have download option. It won't charge for even single rupee. So it will 896 MB, but whenever you are installing, so along with that, it will ask you to install Android SDK. I told you what is SDK, right? So here, framework. Along with that, it will ask you to invoke AVD, Android Virtual Device. I'm going to be telling you. So this Android Studio ID is mandatory for us. Is there any other thing required for us? Is there any other IDE can be supported for Android application development? Earlier it is there, but there is revolutionary changes implemented in Android operating system. Because of that reason, Eclipse, NetBeans, so those are all not supporting now. Because there is a new feature introduced in the Android, so with the name called Android Material Design Components. Okay, because of that reason, other IDs are not supporting. Okay, so you have to use only Android Studio officially. No other IDs are supported for us. Okay, so this is clear for Android IDEs. Okay, so along with that, what I am going to be teach you. So whenever I introduced Android Studio, here how to implement a graphical user interface with XML. Even though if you go with Kotlin or Java, XML is common to implement your Android application user interface. So let me show you what is XML here. See, some constraint layout is there. There are some properties. If you see here, look at my cursor place. Android colon layout width to match parent, height to match parent, image placed. Image is image view width to height. Width to height here also written, here also written. But ID here it is not there, it is there. And some attributes are there. So what are all these things? Don't worry, I'm going to be make you understand. It's complete my responsibility to make you understand about the XML language. How can I implement that? Okay. So what are the different kind of custom features we are going to be add? Everything I am going to be teach you as I stated here. So graphical user interface designing with XML part I will take care. Next, inside the graphical user interface, there is a concept called views. What do you mean by view? View is nothing but a button. Okay, we can say like a radio box, checkbox, radio button. Okay, a list. Everything we can call it as a view. So next, view group. So if I would like to differentiate, simply I can say here image view is a view. Here constraint layout is a view group. That means number of images, they are aligned horizontal or vertical or like a grid. How it is possible? With the help of view group. So view group means number of views you are going to be aligned in a specified manner. So that means what are the views? Like it should be a image or button, checkbox, radio button, what not, whatever, what are all you are in writing in the XML screen. Those are all default called view. Okay. So what is object in Java? The same way we are going to be learn. Next, the advanced components. I told you material design components, which was introduced in Android. So all those are all I am going to be teach to you. Along with that, so if I create an Android project, so you will get n number of folders. So I will show you. I am opening that project directory. So here this is the code, actual XML code. So let me show you. So what are the different folders we have to use, what are the advantages and what are the uses of each folder, that I am going to be explaining to you. And there is new things are introduced from Naugat operating system, that is runtime permissions. That means earlier we used to write in single configuration file, but now it is asking to write in the code itself, how to write it. And how can I get logs? For example, some application we are executing in Android Studio, so it will provide some logs for me. So logs are nothing but it will print something about my application. So what kind of, see, it is initializing ADB, sorry, AVD is not there, it won't print. Here some logs will be printed. So how to see that, what are the important things? And generating MD5 SHA1 fingerprints to access Google Maps, okay, kind of thing. Next, debug, how to debug an Android application, that I am going to be teach. So I will include a lot of things. Okay, once we started, so all these features I am going to be discuss with you about the Android application development. So these are all will be used even in the Android mobile application, smart TV, smart watches, even in the infotainment field. Along with that, what is Android SDK, what is AVD, I am going to be teaching you. First, let me show you what is AVD. AVD is nothing but it's a virtual device which will be provided by Android Studio, where you can execute your application in this. Okay, no need to use your mobile. But the thing is, there are some restrictions about the AVD or emulator, you can call. AVD in the sense Android virtual device where you are using to execute your application. So there are some limitations like no camera support. For example, if you have web camera integrated, then it will come. Okay, your picture will be taken. Sensor support, sensors will not be there, and network support. Like you can't insert SIM card, so network support will not be there. Some limitations are there. Other than that, rest of normal things you can use to execute. Okay, so now I am digging into the Android. So whatever all I discussed, it's all common. Now I am going in detail about this. So actually, Android implementation, it was started in the year 2003, the place California, United States of America. So there is a company with the name called Palo Alto. It's a software development company which are into the market to implement some software services. So Palo Alto is a software development company which will be having four founders. Those guys' names are Rich Miner, Nick Seeds, Chris White, as well as Andy Rubin. So this guy is very very important, special guy. Actually, this Andy Rubin got an idea to implement a open source mobile operating system. Please remember this name, which is very very important during interview time. Okay, the working title to implement Android operating system. This is nothing but open source mobile operating system. For making every movie, they will make some working title, right? Similarly, for Android movie, this is the working title, open source mobile operating system. So why he thought it? Because at that time there are so many companies like Samsung, iPhone, they have their own operating systems. Even Nokia, Symbian operating system, Samsung with bad operating system, okay, iPhone with iOS, kind of they are easily grabbing the market. So he thought that the next generation will be having with the smartphones only. So that's the reason he started thinking about to implement open source mobile operating system. But unfortunately, this Palo Alto company, it was acquired by Google. Acquired means what? It was conquered, or it was purchased by Google. Okay, then Andy Rubin become employee of Google. So he explained his thought to Google. Uh, in the year 2004, it happened actually. So they said okay. So to implement a new product and to release into the market, they need some requirement gathering, estimations, all the things, right? So this Google said okay to implement, but during requirement phase, they got some things like about the kind of structure what they need to follow. Okay, so who for whom we are going to be provide that operating system, who are the mobile vendors to get it. Okay, so like each mobile vendor have the same configuration, or we need to support different kind of mobile vendors, different configurations. Example, Samsung is a mobile phone with a different handset. Okay, and you will have Mi phone. Of course both have camera, but the kind of sensors, the kind of lenses what they are going to be used are different. Samsung will use quality, Mi, these phones are very cheaper phones, they will use low quality. So then is my operating system can manipulate high quality resolution pics as well as low quality memory pics. So how can we manage kind of requirements, everything they have gone through. But the thing, it is not possible to handle with single thing, right? So no single project manager or no single one can handle entire very big structure it is. So what they did is Android, Google thought like they have to form a consortium with the name called OHA, Open Handset Alliance, which was established in the month of November 5th, 2007, which will be led by Google with 34 vendors or 34 members of vendors. Okay, so what Google promised for the vendors is these are all mobile vendors. Example Samsung, okay, HTC, okay, Micromax. For all these vendors, what they said, boss, if you support me to implement Android operating system, okay, I will provide you my operating system for free of cost to install into your mobile device, and you can release into the market to so that we can grab our market. It's an open offer from Google. So if anything is coming for free with good quality, everybody will go there, right? So 34 members has joined. They started implementing the application. Finally, they invoked 84 films. Like whenever they are keep on going, what kind of sensor they have to use, how much camera resolution we need to support, what are the different hardware chipsets they are using, how we will make communication with the operating system and chipsets, okay, kind of thing. Okay, 84 films together they started implementing. Finally, in the year 2009, we got a first version of operating system into the market. So, who are all the different films here? See, HTC, Sony, Dell, Intel, Motorola, Qualcomm, Texas Instruments, Google, Samsung, Electronics, LG Electronics, T-Mobile, okay, Sprint Corporation. Like so many guys are available. So as of now, total 18 versions of Android operating system into the market. So what are the version names? Actually here top to bottom I have written. The latest version is Android 11. So whenever they are releasing, they are giving some version number and they are providing API. So this is very very important. So what is API for us? So just now we discussed SDK. So SDK is nothing but software development kit, but APK is not API is nothing but application programming interface, right? So this programming interface, so we can use for the purpose of like how to integrate a future which will be provided by Google. For example, I would like to learn about Android 11 or 12 platform. Okay. So here for the 12 or 11 platform, so different features they have provided. So regarding the features, I will get the document and behavior changes, new features and APIs. See here. So Android 11 have device controls, media controls, okay, screens, okay, like these are all the different features. Okay, so these kind of related document is nothing but API. So they will provide you the methods and things. Okay, everything they are going to be provided in detail for you. Okay, so this is called API document. So this API document version also they need to maintain because they are keep on releasing a number of versions. So actually the names of Android they have written with the sweet names. The first version name is Astro or Alpha. Second version is Bender, Beta, Cupcake, Donut, Eclair. Like they have provided enhanced versions for the same one, like Eclair 2.0, API level 5, okay, API level 6, 7, like that. Eclair, Froyo, gingerbread, honeycomb, ice cream sandwich. Okay, so after that you will have jelly bean, Kit Kat, lollipop, marshmallow, nougat, Oreo, pie. Actually, it has to name with Q as well as R, but the names are not yet revealed because of the corona. But those are all still under development stage. Okay, once they confirmed with all the stuff, testing is going on. Once it is done, so they are going to be released very soon. Okay, right. So all are in alphabetical order, sweet names. Okay, these are all just names of the Android versions. So what are the key features? Why people are hunting about Android? Because it's completely open source. So because of open source it is occupying 85% market in the um, uh, uh, worldwide. Okay, let me show you uh, Android market share. See, in front of Google only I am showing you. Actually, now iPhone released some new versions because of there is a fluctuation actually. But you don't worry. Once we got released, because our software is not at all released since from a year. Once it is released, so again it will be fetched. So this is latest as of today, sorry, February. Worldwide, we are using 71.9%, 27.33 iOS. Samsung is 0.39. Okay, Kai OS is 0.14%, unknown point, Linux 0.02%. For example, if I would like to go with India wide, okay, so consider India mobile operating system. Sorry, they are providing 2019 market share in India. So just I would like to show you. So their market share India. See, king of Android India, 96.18% because we will get very cheap. Okay, the phones whatever we are getting with low price, many features. iPhone 2.7. Okay, that is the one. Statistics I would like to tell you. So a complete stack. It will provide everything: operating system. It will provide a middleware. It will provide even applications. Okay, an open handset alliance (OHA). I told just now. It's a consortium powered by Linux operating system. Okay, it's a fast application development in Java, open source under Apache 2 license. It's completely open source. That's the reason people are behind. And mobile application development, you can access internet anywhere, and social networking. That is a key feature. Now I am entering into our main thing, like how I am going to be teach you course objectives. Sorry to interrupt you, guys. Anybody provided other than Alex? Okay, Bharati provided. Uh, one. Sorry, issue. This, sorry, Aishwari, you are there. Okay, could you please provide your mobile number, please? Because you don't need to worry. Priyadarshini provided. Manish Singh, have you provided? Okay, Ashutosh, Priyadarshini. Manish, could you please provide your details, please? Fine. Okay. Let me do this. Manish, please do this. Okay, let me continue. Now I am going into the step what we are going to do. So, what are my course objectives? Okay, I am going to be provide full clarity about Android platform. So, platform have some architecture and regarding mobile application development, what are all I am going to be teach. So, all the things. Okay. So now I will write here instead of showing in PPT. Okay. See, actually, if I would like to implement Android, I will divide that application into two parts. Either you are going with mobile application development, smartwatch application development, infotainment, automotive infotainment development, or smart TV. Anything this is common. You have to split the application development into two parts. First one, what you need to implement, graphical user interface. That is front end we can call. Okay, application front end. So what is application front end? That means you need to design application screens. So end user can see some user interface. That means screen. Okay, login screen, dashboard screen, module screen, like that. So how to implement these screens? So basically in Android, all the screens we are going to be implement as a .xml file. Okay, screen in Android is nothing but what we can call, it's a .xml file extended with .xml, because I would like to create, I would like to write to design anything here with XML language. Okay, so what is XML language? Let me show you in the Android Studio. So XML language, for example, here if I show you here, src main, or else come down like this. Here I am leaving. See, layout folder, here everything is .xml. In the .xml file, there is some code, linear layout. It's a view group. Here, recycler view. It's a view. So what are all the views? Let me show you. Let me go to the design mode. So in the design mode, you will have text view, button, image view, recycler view. All these things are called view. So view groups are nothing but layouts, constant layout, linear layout. So it's a group you can make it. So every day what I will teach you, so how to write code, okay, for this, what is the XML code, and how to write Java logic for that. So here I have written here advanced material design concept, recycler view, RList, okay, and there is some code I have written how to write it, make web service call. So with comments I have written, okay, like this. So in front of you only I am going to be execute like this. Okay, so this is the way, but front end means what we need to understand. What is this XML language? What are the different properties? I'm going to be making. For example, if you see here into the design part, there is a button. In the common, there is a button. So let me drag and drop the button. So you are able to simply drag and drop the button. That is your advantage with the Android Studio. Okay. So I will make you understand. So how to write or how to make these buttons. For example, I just drag and drop a button. So button properties you got ID, width, height. I will make you understand. So how to write, what not to write. Okay. So it's completely my response. Next, other than that, nothing is there. I am going to be teach to you next level. Next, I am going to be write it as backend. Okay, so backend is nothing but we are going to be implement as we are choosing with the Java. Okay, or you will have the Kotlin. So Kotlin is not that much secure as well as not that much fast. Always Java is the fast one, which we have. Okay, in Java, if I would like to create backend in Android, okay, I just need to know five core components. If you know five core components, so that's enough for you. Other than this, nothing will be there. Out of this, there is no Android. I'm telling you, if you know five core components, then you can play with any kind of application. So that is my course content. So what are the five core components? Let me show you. The first core component name is activity. The first core component in Android is activity. So what is activity? So here activity is nothing but simply I will write a .java class file, sorry, .java, your backend class. You are going to be add your .java file with XML screen. What is XML? It's a user interface, right? So together you are going to be execute your XML screen, that means front end screen, and its logic. Together you are going to be execute using activity. For example, I have loaded with login page. In the login page, username field will be there, password field will be there, sign in button will be there. Without entering username password, if I click on sign in button, you will get a message saying that please enter username password. So that logic where we are going to be write, that logic .java class we are going to be write. But where is I have written the button? I have written in the XML file. So how XML file is communicating with the Java class? Because it was created with a activity. See here, main activity, extends. What do you mean by extends? Inheritance. App compat activity. App compat activity is a predefined class. It's a predefined class implemented by Android SDK. Okay, it has huge code. See, I didn't write it. It's a huge code which is from Android SDK library. It's a base class for activities that wish to use same for newer platforms. Kind of thing. Okay, your Android SDK is nothing but this is your application, external libraries, this is your application. API 30, what is API 30? As I shown you here, with which we are going to be discussed, API 30, API 30, that is Android level version. I am going to be discuss with you what is the latest version. Okay, right. So this is the one. Activity you understand, I think. Together, your backend as well as front end, together you are going to be execute. That is nothing but an activity. So how to create activity, how activity properties, what are the activity properties or methods, okay, what we have to write it. So what are all different things we should not write in real time. Those things I am going to be teaching you. Okay, for example, in my application, I have 10 screens. Then how many activities I have to create? 10 activities. But actually, instead of creating 10 activities with single activity, I can manage the 10 screens. How? By writing fragments. Fragments are advanced like activity. So fragments don't need fragments cannot execute independently, whereas activity can direct execute. So fragments is also similar behavior like activity. Okay, like it has also contains Java class and XML file, but direct we cannot execute. That is only the difference. So if I would like to execute a fragment, I need to attach to the activity and then execute, so that activity can execute the fragment. So what is the main intention of fragment is just to memory reuse as well as space reusability. So just now I told 10 screens means 10 activities you need to create. Instead of that, one activity you can create, remaining 9 fragments you can create. So with one activity you can manipulate all the 10 screens. That is the beauty. Along with the fragments, what are all I am going to be discuss in the activity itself? All the material design components. Nowadays, everybody they are interested with shopping cart applications, right? So shopping cart application, that is nothing but your recycler view. So there is a program for recycler view. How I have written that one. See, for recycler view, I have appended a thing. So for this item, I have created. So there is an item which will be as like your shopping cart application. Okay. So all the material design components I am going to be discussed here. Along with the fragments, I am going to be teach with you adapters and material design components. Advanced things. Okay. What are all we will use in real time. Next, second core component name is intent. So what is intent is? Intent is nothing but I would like to make a communication between multiple core components. Between multiple core components. What are the multiple core components here? Actually, I told 5 core components. So the third core component is, I will explain you, service. Fourth core component is broadcast receiver. Okay. So broadcast receiver. If is there any spelling mistake, please excuse me. Fifth one is content provider. So here activity would like to communicate with the service. So who will make that communication? Intent will provide. If service would like to communicate with the broadcast receiver, who will provide that? Intent will provide. If broadcast receiver would like to communicate with activity, who will provide that communication? Intent. That means intent is a mediator which will make communication between each other activity, each other components. Actually, intents are two types actually. Okay, one is implicit intent. So implicit intent in the sense, for example, in your mobile, if you are making some call by entering mobile number, it will display some call screen. That is nothing but a implicit. That is nothing but a implicit intent. Okay, you are able to load a browser. That is implicit intent. You are recording something. That is implicit intent. You are opening a camera. That is implicit intent. So the thing, what are all related to hardware, you are able to make or you are invoking, that is nothing but implicit intent. And second thing we have with the name called explicit intent. Explicit intent means, for example, I would like to navigate from one screen to another screen. So one activity to another activity, activity to service I would like to navigate. So I will make with the explicit intent. So I am going to be provide to you approximately activity related 20 samples, intent related 10 samples. Okay, each concept have different samples and different usages I am going to be providing. Next, what is a service? In simple terminology I am telling, but in course everything I will go technical. Like, so what is a service is, understand, long running task would like to execute in background, would like to execute in background. What is long running task? For example, you are all aware about Google Maps, right? So where I can able to get my current location. For example, I would like to navigate from one location to another location. That means I'd like to travel. I'll book a Ola or Uber, whatever it is, using the app. So in that Google Map will be displayed, so that it will access your current location, and what is your destination, it will ask you to choose. Once it is set, so it will make a path for that, and it will make a driver it will make you arrange with a car with a driver. So for the car driver, it will, that application will send you the location, so the driver with car will reach with you. So then you will start moving together. So when you are using Ola app and moving towards a destination, are you keep opening the app? No, right? You will minimize, and what you are playing music, you are going to be see some, so you will make some social chatting, or you may be sleep by making mute. But even though it is mute, that means minimized or something, that will keep running in the background. Even media player application, you will minimize or you may kill, but still music player is playing in the background. That is nothing but a service. So here also services are two types. So one is predefined or system services. That means what are all available in Android SDK, those are all I am going to be teaching. And if I would like to make some custom services, for example media player, so how to create it? Okay, some bounded service, unbounded services concepts are there, which I am going to be teaching you technically. But as of now, remember, I would like to make a task running keep on in the background. Remember, service doesn't require any user interface. Service is a backend class, that's it. Okay, so how to write that I'm going to be teaching you, no need to worry. Next, fourth component you will have, that is broadcast receiver. What is a broadcast receiver? So it's also similar like um, uh, um service only. The thing is here, registered system events to be performed in the background. One simple example I will tell you, boss. Broadcast receiver. The best example is alarm. Tomorrow morning 5 a.m. I would like to wake up. I'll keep alarm now itself. It's 9:45. Okay. Now I will open alarm application. I'll set the time tomorrow morning 5 a.m. So when you will get alarm, exactly at 5 a.m. only, right? So, but you are setting now. You are intimating to your application. You have to make alarm at 5 a.m. You registered that. You registered so that the task is going to be executed at that time. This kind of scenarios you have to write it in your Android application or in your application development. How to write? So there is different kind of things are there: static broadcast receiver and dynamic broadcast receiver. How to write it? How to make alarm application? Everything I am going to be teaching. And push notifications you will get, flash sale, independence sale, Diwali sale, Dasara sale, some day sale, kind of thing. Notifications you are getting, code is there, when you send some event it will execute, that kind of notifications also I will discuss. And next, content provider. What is content provider? SQLite database, which is internal in Android. Okay, so whatever the contacts, messages you are able to store in your Android, that is nothing but SQLite Android internal database is available in your Android. For example, whenever I am purchasing mobile, so you will ask what is the RAM, what is the internal memory, is it supporting external memory? So what is the internal memory? In the internal memory, some part will be provided for having the database to store your things. So SQLite database is hidden, which cannot be displayed for you. Okay, so keep it in mind. Manish, you no need to worry. Everything I will take care. You no need to worry. So just listen one or two sessions. If you feel okay, I can do, then only you can continue. You no need to worry, because mostly I will deal with all the freshers, even experienced person, everything. But I will satisfy all the requirements. Okay, you no need to worry about it. Okay. So yeah, I'll tell you. Let me finish it. Don't worry. Just 5 minutes I will take, not more than that. Okay, SQLite database I am going to be discussed with you. Next, here most of the applications will ask you to share the contacts. Okay, so for example, when you purchase new mobile installing WhatsApp, so it will ask you to WhatsApp would like to read your device contacts. Okay, then you say okay, then all the contacts will be copied. So how to do that? I am going to be teaching you. So basically, what is content provider is, for example, you have two applications installed, application A and B. Okay, if you would like to exchange data, local data, which is stored in SQLite database, then you are going to be right content provider. But nobody, they are interested to go with the local database, because everybody, they want the dynamic data, which is social network kind of thing. So for that, we have a different concept in Android, which is called integrating web service. Okay, so web service is nothing but simply, if I say, let me show you that one example, simple example I will tell you, don't worry. So Moki.io, okay, so here some URL, when I hit, I am getting some data from server. So this data, if I would like to display in our Android, then I have to write this. Okay, so this is a dynamic data. See, when I click URL, when I enter this URL, I am getting the data from server, external server, where I don't know where the server is. Okay, but where it is hosted also, I don't know. Have you ever listened Amazon Web Services or Tomcat server, Apache Tomcat server, SQL or MySQL servers, database servers, kind of thing? From there we can fetch the data. Okay, by invoking, by integrating this library. Okay, so whatever the sample I opened, that is for web service only. So here I am using Wally library. So where I hit the URL, so that I got the data. The data I have displayed in my Android application. So everything I am going to be execute in front of you. Okay, this is very very important. Every application nowadays we will get with that. Okay, next, third party libraries integration. Okay, what are the third party libraries? For example, login with Facebook, login with Gmail. So like that one, and some kind of FCM, Firebase console messages. Okay, Google Analytics, Crash Analytics. Okay, that kind of things will be there. Okay, I am going to be teach to you how to integrate all this. Okay, so overall, I am promising you, you will get approximately 50 to 60 samples. Okay, during my course, and my course duration, I can say it is 40 days. Okay, it's 40 days. 40 days in the sense, I'm not telling you hours, guys. Hours I am not telling, it's 40 days. You have to exclude Sunday on that, Sundays. Okay, so if required, one Sunday I need you guys. Other than that, no Sundays I will take. Okay, one Sunday with 3 hours. So every day I used to discuss 1 hour 15 minutes, because to connect, to make setup, it will take some time. Every day full fledged I will discuss 1 hour. During weekend, Saturday, I will take some extra hours, like maybe 1.5 hour, 2 hours. Okay, but only one Sunday throughout our course, one Sunday will be there. Okay, so most probably I will finish within 40 days. Okay, the maximum period is 40 days. Okay, so if you are grabbing, or you are involving into my subject, you are gaining more, then I will take to you like in a bullet speed way, like, because you are able to grasp it. So once I tune you, you will automatically sync with me. So once you sync with me, then you can proceed with me, like how much I can do, like that. Okay, you don't need to worry. You just come and sit. Whatever I am telling, just keep practicing. I am giving you, for sure you will get definitely 100% knowledge. I am telling you the truth. How you learn in your childhood, like ABCD, nowadays what we are using and we are earning with the ABCDs only. Same thing I am telling. Whatever the basics I am going to be teach to you, n number of versions whatever they will release, these basics are constants. No book required, nothing, everything is Google. We used to ask Google mother. Okay, so how to Google every new feature, that technique also I am going to be teaching. Okay, so I don't suggest everything. Whenever you are in traveling, whenever you got some time, open Google, just type your concept, go through it. Google is the best teacher for you. No one is there in the world. Okay, so what you want, in what way, if you ask for one concept, it will give you 10 solutions. Choose the best one. That's it. So no books are required. I will provide you the samples. If you go through the samples, what are the different interview questions they will ask? I'm going to be teach to you resume preparation. I will provide you, okay, and I will give you some real-time assistance. Real-time assistance in the sense how a lead will provide you. So how you gonna implement your module? What kind of documents they are going to be providing, like that. Okay. So everything I will teach like in uh, a real-time employee. See, this is not a. I'm not a tutor. This is real-time employee. Okay. So I'll take only one session for Durga sir. Okay. Right, guys. So any queries? Now you can. It's your time to ask me the queries. Do you understand, or still you have any queries? Okay, you can ask. No problem. Instead of pinging, you can ask directly so that I can answer. No worry. Hope everybody provided the details. It looks good. Okay, you can keep asking. No worry. I'll message to them. You can please. You can ask me. No worry. No queries. It's good. Something you understand, guys. I need your feedback. Do you feel like it's okay, or still you are expecting more? See, I have given basic things actually. I didn't win much more technical stuff. Okay, so if I keep like that much pressure, you can't survive. That means, in the sense, now you are uh, very first time we are meeting, right? So, uh, um, Android, 1 second, guys. 9 p.m. demo, uh, 11 by March 2021. Please find the details of it. Uh, details below. Just I'm pasting your details. They'll sort out and we will. So if anyone missed, please let me know. Please, guys. You no need to worry. You no need to scare about it. Okay, definitely they are not going to be misused. Looks no one has any queries. Come on, guys. You have to ask query. When you ask queries, then only you are understanding something. Uh, you are getting something. Okay. Ashutosh, Aishwari, Aishwari, yeah, Ashutosh. Aishwari, I think you missed the mobile number. Could you please provide? You know, so like you will get call. That's it. Other than that, nothing. You said not interested. They won't. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, Aishwari. Okay, just a minute, guys. Let me complete this mail. 1 minute, please. Uh, okay, Aishwari, this, okay. Priyadarshini, Ashutosh, and fine, fine, no worries. Just a minute. I will just. Your details I am sharing with Durga afternoon. Tomorrow morning they will call you. Try to. Okay. Now it's time to go for queries, guys. Yeah, sure. API, I will explain definitely. No need to worry. I will show you in Android Studio how we are going to be ready. Okay. The thing is, Manish, actually, as per Durgasoft thing, I should not provide contact number, but there is one way. Okay, call whenever they make a call to you tomorrow, right? So you can ask them, please connect with Chari sir. I'd like to discuss. Okay, so that they will connect to me. So because it's a, business deal actually, please don't mind. Okay, so or else if you have any query, I will provide my mail id here. Okay, you can mail me, we can communicate through that. Okay, so this is my official mail id, so you can mail me what you want, I will provide you, don't worry. But if you need to contact through call, as per agreement between me and Durga sir, you have to call them, then they will connect to me. Okay, so you no need to worry about it. So at any time you can call. So that one. And okay, so a 2 GB RAM PC, mostly it won't work. Minimum 4G is okay, but 8 GB is recommended because I am using 4 GB. Sometimes it will get stuck because Android Studio will have lot of it will take lot of memory. Let me show you with the task manager. It is occupying 2.95 GB. So in that, if I see Android and this one, approximately this Chrome is occupying lot of memory, and Java is occupying lot of memory. So once I start AVD, sometimes it will stuck virtual device whenever I am executing. Okay, right. What is API? I'm going to be teach you. So even though if you don't have, for your own practice, you can do with 2 GB RAM. No need to worry. But it will perform very slow, a bit slow. Okay, so APIs, once again I will teach you. If you are really interested, you can join from tomorrow. Again tomorrow onwards, first 5-10 minutes I will give you the overview. After that I am going to be start installation, setup, everything. Okay, first three sessions are theoretical. After that we are going to be converting to programmatical. Okay, from Monday onwards everything is programmatical. Okay. So next, good explanation. Okay, thank you. No queries as of today. Very good, very nice. Uh, yeah, yeah. Ola and Uber, those things. Oh, Mani Singh left. Acha, he left. Okay, right. So Ola and Uber kind of things are like you need a web service or some space actually. So there is some structure which we need to follow. So that I will invoke when I am going to be explain this web service concept. I told you integrating web service concept. So at the time I am going to be teach you what is the structure, what need to follow. Okay, no need to worry. So if you are still interested, you can join from tomorrow with the same link. Okay. So definitely 100% I am giving, you will get the good knowledge. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Hope you understand. If you are really interested, we can continue from tomorrow. Okay. So I will ask Durga Sab to contact with you guys tomorrow. So let them know what is your feedback. Okay. So that we will continue. Okay. So in case of any queries, ask them to contact with me. Like they will connect with me. Okay. So we can discuss. No worry. Or else through mail, what I have provided my mail ID, right? Through mail also you can communicate. Any real time assistance or any other extra support you require. So I will do it personally. No worry. Okay. Right. Okay, guys. Anything? Hope you did. I'm done. Hope you understand. Okay. So if you don't have any queries, okay, so we can leave the meeting. It's already 10:05. Okay. Have a good night. Uh, See you soon. Like see you soon in the sense, see you tomorrow. Don't worry. Okay. If you are really interested, you can join tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Last call for any queries. If you don't have queries, I can end the call. Sounds good. Okay. Very nice. See you tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much.